Hey guys, Cam here, Backfire and Burnouts. Welcome back to the shop. Today I'm just going to do a quick overview of my V8 Morris Minor project. There's been a real cool Morris Minor ripping around town, and it's got a small block Ford in it, and it's got me inspired to work on mine. Again, before we get started, I just want to thank you guys all for your support. We're up to 180 subscribers now on the channel, and we've got over 1,000 watch hours. So thank you so much for your support. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and smash that like button, and we'll keep on making the content for you. So yeah, this here is my 1951 Morris Minor convertible that has been cut in half and widened 4 inches. So this car is actually 4 inches wider than stock. Originally we did that to accompany the V8 with a standard transmission. Before sort of the hydraulic throwout bearings and everything, we needed space for the clutch fork and to be able to have some pedal room. So anyway, as I said, this car has been cut in half. We took a 53, cut 4 inches out of it, cut the 51 down the center, and welded it back together. The trunk and the hood have pretty much been refinished, but you can see here where we've added that 4 inches in, and it goes right through the car. Underneath we've got a custom frame, and currently I'm not happy with the setup. The frame is kind of small tube, and you know, we've got leaf springs in the back, which is a no-go. So you know, we're going to change some things here. This is a 67 Chevy 2 rear axle, narrow to fit. The front is a 1975, I believe, if I can remember correctly, 75 Volvo disc brake front end. Again, it's just a little too large, so you can just see the space in there isn't very good, but I like the way that this sits. And we've just got no space up under here. She's just touching. So nowadays, Fat Man makes a chassis for this thing, and I've been thinking about going that route. It's like 11,500 US, which is kind of steep, but you get everything you need: a front suspension, rear suspension, and all that. The other thing I thought about doing is changing out this motor. So currently it's set up for a Chevy small block. I do have a 302 sitting here, 89 302 with a 5-speed T5, which I was going to use in this Model T project, but I think I might go and put the flathead in this, make it more of an original type hot rod, and then put the Ford in here, which would get rid of this issue with the distributor being crammed right into the firewall, into the dash. You know, if you look from this side, we are really tight in here. So that would alleviate some of those problems. Also, getting a different cross member would allow me to pull the motor forward quite a bit, which would also alleviate that. But I think we will change to the Ford power plant. I also have an 8.8 rear axle here with a 410 posi in it already. So, you know, we've got all the makings to make a cool drivetrain in this little rig. So maybe we will do that. But yeah, I've had this car since I was like 16 years old. I bought it off a neighbor. When I was a kid, I used to sit in this car and steer the wheel. And then one day I went by the house and the car was in the shop, and we proceeded to cut it in half and weld the new bit in. So I bought the car, and basically it just sat at my place. I've sold this car 3 times and purchased it back. So now my wife told me that I have to keep it. Sarah says, keep the car. This is cool. This is a 42 Chevrolet Script, which was kind of neat. 42 Chevrolet pickup truck, I believe, that we had put on there when we were originally going to do the Chevy motor. The other idea is an LS engine, but again, I don't have that stuff. I do have this Ford stuff here, And you know, we could actually start doing some stuff to this car pretty soon. So make some changes here. But anyway, that's just a little brief look at the Morris Minor, and this would be a pretty cool project. There's one actually in Victoria that's been showing up at shows lately. I'll put up some pictures of it, and it's kind of got me inspired to get back onto this project because it's really cool, and it's the stock width. It's like super tight, but this one being 4 inches wider definitely gives you a little more room. I think we're going to leave it as a convertible in the sense that I'm not going to put a convertible top on it. It'll just be like, you know, we'll kind of smooth this out and smooth the top of the door, smooth all this out, maybe even set the windshield back a little bit. It is a 51, so it's a split window, so glass should be relatively cheap, 2 flat pieces. You know, and just make a sort of a true roadster out of it, so just a fair weather driver. But again, we'll see. That would definitely make it a little cheaper on the budget. But yeah, it's a pretty cool rig. So that's my V8 Morris Minor project. Hey guys, that does it for another episode of Backfires and Burnouts. Thanks for coming out. Please smash this subscribe button right here and check out another video.